Hello everyone, I'm Shelly Harris with RunSignUp's product RaceJoy. Today we are going to be covering RaceJoy's race operations tools. Feel free to type any questions you may have in the Q&A area, and our moderator, Catherine, will answer these, and I'll also go to the questions at the end of the presentation. Just as a recap, RaceJoy is a mobile app focused on offering an interactive race day experience. Races offer RaceJoy so that participants and spectators, it seems like we're having a technical difficulty, just if everybody can hold on for just a moment. Got these going good. Sorry for the delay. Okay, great. Hello everybody, I'm Shelly Harris with RunSignUp's product RaceJoy. Today we are going to be covering RaceJoy's race operations tools. Feel free to type any questions you may have in the Q&A area, and our moderator Catherine will answer these, and I'll also answer the questions at the end of the presentation. So just as a recap, RaceJoy is a mobile app focused on offering an interactive race day experience. Races offer RaceJoy so that participants and spectators can take advantage of live GPS tracking of the participant's actual location. They receive continual progress alerts that are typically sent out at every mile and include location, pace, and estimated finish time. And they can send instant supportive cheers to one another. And some races also deliver immediate scored results within RaceJoy. If you would like more information about RaceJoy's features, please visit RaceJoy's website or send us an email to request a product demo. We've taken these foundational features and repurposed them to provide powerful information for race operations, and this is what we're focusing on today. Race organizers can use RaceJoy to help manage the race experience through a number of features, including live tracking of the race operations team, race day monitoring of operations and participants, and multiple communications tools. Now let's dive into each of these. First, let's focus on how to use RaceJoy specifically for helping to manage race operations. A key feature for race organizers is the ability to use RaceJoy to track the race operations team. You can track the lead and tail vehicles, the race director, ambulances, and other race operations personnel. This is available during race hours, so tracking is activated 30 minutes prior to the race time, and it's turned off typically 2 hours after the closing, the official closing of the course. By using the app, people have the flexibility to easily track each other from their phones, which enables them to freely move about on race day and still stay connected and informed. This is what it looks like to track one another from the app. So how you track each other as part of the race operations team is to first set up your phone or tablet to be tracked. This will be the device that you plan to have with you on race day. You do this by following the same steps that a race participant would, and when you access the event in RaceJoy, you click I want to be tracked. Then when you enter your name, you either enter the function you are serving, like the lead vehicle, or a code name like Big Dog for the race director, or your actual real name. Then select one of the event's courses and follow the remaining prompts. It is important to note that pacers or lead and tail vehicles will need to select the course they will be completing in order to get the progress alerts in RaceJoy. Then on race day, you simply activate your tracking by clicking the green blinking button, Track Me button that will appear on race day. And this gets turned on again within 30 minutes of the race starting. So how you track others is you simply search for the person that you wish to track by clicking on the participant icon, and then you add them to your participant list. And on race day, you click the track button to see where your coworkers are on the map view. One suggestion is to find each other easier is to use a single bib number like for the race operation, such as 777, as shown here. Bib numbers are optional in RaceJoy and offer a quick way to find someone. So you can even create bib numbers for different groups, like say 777 for the general race operations team, and then 999 for volunteers, whatever works for you. You can also create a race operations category for people to choose when logging into RaceJoy. By doing this, You can then use tracking beyond just race day, since you can set the date and time to cover the entire race weekend for that category. So you could be tracking one another during the expo days as well. The other benefit of adding this general race operations category is that it makes it easier to monitor and communicate with the race operations team from RaceJoy's monitoring console, which I'll get to in a few moments. However, if you're a smaller race or you don't need to be tracking the team beyond race day, you can just use your real names or using a special bib number that would be more than suffice. So how to set this up is you first create a race operations category by going to your race setup section and create a special event just like you set up your marathon or 5K. And then you can label it race operations only or whatever you wish to call it. Just make sure to enable the event for RaceJoy in the RaceJoy setup. The race operations only category will then appear as a course option when logging into RaceJoy, and everyone working the race would select this instead of one of the courses. However, one thing to note that there are certain roles, like I mentioned before, the lead and sagwagon and pacers, where you may want to receive progress alerts for them, and these alerts include their location and pace and estimated finish time. For these individuals, they still need to select the course they're going to be completing in order to receive the alerts. Another key race operations feature within the app is RaceJoy's in-app audio messaging through the Send a Cheer section. By using the text to cheer feature as shown here, you can send custom messages to individuals that you select. You can send to one individual or a group of individuals, and your messages will then be played within seconds in audio format. If you miss an audio message, you can easily replay them in the buzz/cheer section of RaceJoy. So those are the key features within the app itself for race operations. Now let's get into RaceJoy's race monitoring system, which offers a central web-based console for monitoring and communicating with race operations and participants. This can be accessed from any internet browser, so from a laptop, tablets, and even phones, and there's no additional cost for this. You can use RaceJoy's monitoring system to monitor the race operations team that are being tracked within RaceJoy. You simply go to RaceJoy's dashboard and click the RaceDay monitoring button. Then search for the race operation individuals that you would like to track. And this is where that special bib number makes it easier to find race operations people. Also, adding that race operations only category for people to log into makes it even more convenient for the monitoring person, because then they're able to pull up everyone that's under that category at a single click. With this, by using that same race operations only category, they can also quickly send mass audio messages to just the race operations team on race day.
Alert! We are closing the course due to lightning. Please proceed to the nearest aid station for instructions. A message from RaceJoy Marathon.
Okay, so as a recap, from a race operations perspective, you can use RaceJoy on the ground for mobile tracking and communications between the team using the app and through your phones and your tablets. You also then have a central monitoring console to see at-a-glance view of things and quickly communicate with those working the race. How you set things up is really up to you and the needs of your event. You can simply log into RaceJoy using your race function or name. You can also use special BIN numbers to make finding the team faster, or you can create a special race operations event in RaceJoy. These are all just suggestions for creating some efficiencies for finding one another. Now let's focus on the participant side of things and how you can use RaceJoy to help manage the race experience. So an equally important feature with the monitoring system is the ability to monitor participants that are using RaceJoy. This provides an at-a-glance view of participants and the ability to instantly access performance information for an individual, like pace and estimated finish time. The person using the monitoring system can also access global stats, like how many have passed certain milestones. RaceJoy also issues off-course alerts when participants go off-course. This is helpful in understanding if there is a problem spot on the course, and is a feature many ultra distance and trail races are showing a great interest in. You can send an immediate audio message from this console to those individuals, letting them know that they're off course and to help them guide them back. And this shows you a picture of someone that was clearly off course. Or you can choose to have audio off-course alerts delivered automatically to participants in the app through RaceJoy. So that is an option that you have. You can also see a route replay of a participant, and this is helpful in verifying the path a person took, especially if there's a question about an individual. In addition, we have seen timers use this as a backup when issues occur with a person's bib tag not reading. So this can be a valuable verification tool for your event. Okay, so like the race operations, you can send mass audio messages to all participants doing a certain course, like a marathon or a half marathon. Or you can select individuals to send messages to. You simply type in the message, and then they're issued in audio format. So we've covered the various ways in which you can use RaceJoy to send audio messages with race operations and participants, either sending directly to an individual or more of a mass approach to a specific group. Now let's cover your main global race news communications tool. You can send important race news to all those that enter your event in RaceJoy, and this includes participants, spectators, and race operations. And these are issued out as in-app notifications and appear like a text message as shown on the screen. As always, people can review any past messages within the Buzz Bucket section of RaceJoy. Races can pre-schedule these messages or send them on the fly as needed, on race day, the days leading up to the race, and even post-race. We've actually had a few larger events use RaceJoy to help close down their course due to extreme weather conditions. And race organizers have been very surprised by how much RaceJoy helped them to not only communicate with everybody, because it's such a highly engaged audience, but in also helping to locate participants to get them off the course quickly. Races manage these messages through the RaceJoy dashboard and can also preload content for contingency planning purposes. We have some races that load potential weather condition messages just so they have it loaded in case they need it on race day. Content is very flexible, so you can include graphics and links and videos, and this is a great way to drop in not only your race logo, but a sponsor logo, and you can adjust any of the preloaded RaceJoy messages as well. So another feature I just wanted to wrap things up with today is the ability to display the race monitoring screen at the race site onto a larger video display. It's a nice way to add some animation and advanced technology to your race site. And you simply open up another browser from your monitoring console and then click the display button. So to sum up today's webinar, RaceJoy provides a variety of race operation tools, including live tracking of the team, race day monitoring of race operations and participants, along with a variety of ways to effectively communicate real time with individuals and also on a mass communications level. If you have any questions, please type them in the Q&A section, or you can send me an email at shellyharris@racejoy.com. So let's just see if we did have some questions along the way. Okay, so can I track and be tracked at the same time? Yes, that's a good question, Michelle. We actually, you can be tracked yourself, and then you can also track up to 49 other people. So the limit is 50 people at a time when you're in the app. Now, from the console, you can track everyone that's out on the field. So, what is the cost of this feature, Tanya? That it depends on the race. So it's on the and this includes everything from all the in-app features of live tracking for all your participants and spectators. But the cost starts at $350, and it depends on not only the size of the race but the distance. So it's based on those two factors, and it's posted on our website too. Let me see if there was any more questions. I think that was it. Great. So thanks so much, everybody, for joining us today. Please make sure to check out RunSignUp's next webinar on RaceDay Go tools scheduled for April 5th. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you.